on here with my book, More Than a Mudflap. Something that God has really laid in my spirit the last 2 days is no compromise. No compromise. Sometimes it's super hard to tell like a Christian woman apart from a worldly woman, and I don't feel like that's okay in God's eyes. I feel like we hold the standard, and the standard needs to be raised. I feel like that has to do, like for me personally, I feel like that has to do with my moral standard, my dress standard, the way I speak to people, the way I love people, the way that I judge when necessary to cause correction, and not to shut the door of salvation on people who desperately need it. And I feel like even some professional singers that I've seen lately that are Christian singers, their attire is almost embarrassing because it is super revealing. And I feel like that that's not okay. We need to hold the standard as Christians. We need to hold the standard. And for one reason that I truly believe that, here's the root of it. There's so much sex trafficking. There's so much human trafficking. There's so much pornography in this world. And I believe as Christian women, we can rise up and hold that standard of virtue. It is possible, and we can do it, and I feel like we have a responsibility in doing that. I also feel like some women don't understand, like me. I did not understand my worth, and just because of everything I went through as a child and all that stuff, I didn't understand my worth. And that caused me to feel like I had to expose myself because I knew my body was pretty awesome, or okay, I guess, when I was younger, and so I felt like I had what the world wanted, and some girls get put in these little stereotypes. For me, the stereotype was actually the bleached blonde bombshell, and I understand that, some girls dealt with being overweight, some girls dealt with acne, some girls dealt with other things, and they always looked at girls like me, and they're always like, why couldn't I be just like her? And what you don't understand is every word spoken over someone can become a curse. The curse that I was put under was the standard of the world. Like, I was expected to wear revealing clothing. I was expected to always look good. I was expected to produce what men wanted and men thought that I had. That was the image that was placed on me because of my body type, because of my hair, because of everything. And it was not okay. And now, that I'm older, I understand that people expected that of me, and so that's what I became. And I feel like after I got saved, I felt like I needed to bust out of that image. I needed to bust out of the image that the world had placed on me to be this sexy woman at all times. I mean, I was a mom. I've had 4 children, and even after that, I was expected to have like this sexy body, and just to appear to this standard, and I just didn't, and I feel like one of the lies that the world places on us is, if you have a body like that, if you are shaped the way that Playboy thinks that you should be shaped, that you are valued and you should expose yourself because it makes you more valuable. But can I tell you that is such a lie? That's where I went so far downhill. When I would expose myself, and I had even become a dancer, a pole dancer, because that was expected of me. And it just, the lie was, it would make me more worthy. And what it did was devalue me, like incredibly devalued me as a woman, as a person, and we women are made in the image of God. We are made in the image of God, and the assault is on us women. The enemy is here to kill, steal, and destroy, and we are made in the image of God, and we produce man made in the image of God. And I believe that the enemy is here to kill, steal, and destroy. Look at the abortion industry and how that has turned women against their own young, and how we are so willing to slay our own young. And it's just an assault of the enemy. It's an assault of the image. We're the image bearers, and we can reproduce the image bearers. And I just feel like us women, we need to rise up out of that. We need to rise up out of those stereotypes. We need to rise up. We were not here to be placed as a sex object for mankind. We were not here to be used as sexual objects for mankind. And I feel like if women really truly understood their value in that we could shut down so much pornography, we could shut down so much human trafficking, we could shut down so much of that if us women understood how valuable we truly are. We are the treasures that have been hidden in darkness. We are the diamonds and the rubies and the gems. God created each of us individually so different and so precious. And I just really truly believe that if we could understand that we could change this whole world. And I'm here to start a revolution virtue. And I am here to start it, and I am here to tell you women, it is time to rise up out of that image. It is time to rise up out of the image that the world has placed on you and become the women that you were born, that you were created to become. Here's my book. You can buy it on Amazon. I hope you women have a really great night, and just know that you are so much more than what's on the outside. You're so much more than skin deep.